Welcome to Artichoke Music, everyone. A couple points before the show starts. There's a bathroom right there, but during the show we asked not to use that. We have one in the back of the store and also one at the top of the staircase there. And to silence everyone's phones before it starts. And yeah, don't forget to enjoy the show.
Hi, everybody. My name is Adam Levy, and I play the guitar. That's a true story. My wife made me a little thing. I'll show you. I'm meant to be introducing the band right now, but I'm just going to tell you a quick story. My wife made me this. She stitched it. It says, "I play guitar." And it's because a couple of years ago I was playing in Los Angeles a show, and I'm going to stab myself here. And one of my musical heroes was there. She'd come to hear the band, and I was so nervous to meet her I could barely talk. And my wife was kind of standing off to the side, and she said, she said to me, when are you going to play again? Because we were playing in a club and we were on a break and we were going to play again. And I heard it as, what do you play again? Not when do you play again? And I said, well, I play guitar. And my wife doubled over laughing because she heard what the question was, which was, hey, you're on a break. Let's have, when are you going to play again? I'm excited to hear the music. And I just was like, I just thought my musical hero had no idea what I played or what I did. And my wife thought that was the funniest thing. So she stitched me this little thing that says, I play guitar. So I would love, when I was planning this evening, I don't live here locally, and I wanted to play with local musicians. And I called up my friend Chris Benson, who lives here and knows, I feel, is tapped into the the main musical vein of Portland. And I was asking him for some ideas about who I might play with. And he says, well, I'll play bass with you. And I hadn't even thought to ask him. And then that seemed to make the most sense of anything. And then I said, well, who do you like on drums? And he said, well, my favorite drummer is Dan Phelps. And that didn't surprise me because I know Dan Phelps and I know he's an incredible musician, but he doesn't live here. And I don't think of him as a drummer first and foremost. He does a lot of other things. And so we've got this magical band that Chris really put together. Thank you, Chris. And Chris is also a really wonderful songwriter. So we're going to open the show with some songs by Chris, and I get to just be in the band, which is really nice. So without further ado, please, Chris Benson.
Hey. Captain, my captain, when I wake you up in the middle of the night to show you I'm alive still, won't you read to me? Captain, my captain, when I wake you up in the middle of the night to show you I'm alive still, won't you read to me? Won't you read to me? Well, I'm not backing out this time. I'm gonna be around. I'm gonna sleep tonight. We have so much history. I'm gonna be around. I'm gonna be around. Lines I keep between to show you I'm alive still, won't you read to me? Dinner in bed and the fragile lines I keep between to show you I'm alive still, won't you read to me? Won't you read to me? I'm not backing out this time. I'm gonna be around. I'm gonna sleep tonight. We have so much history. I'm gonna be around. I'm gonna be around. Captain, my captain, when I wake you up in the middle of the night to show you I'm alive still, Won't you read to me? Captain, my captain, when I wake you up in the middle of the night, you show you I'm alive still. Won't you read to me? Won't you read to me? Thank you. Call that the Captain song. And this is my kid's favorite song about my old van. Astro van, get me down the road as fast as you can. Astro van, get me down the road as fast as you can. I'm gonna find the end of this 1,000-mile stare. 4.3 liters on in a stereo, but won't turn on it. How you feeling? Beaten down by every friend in every town. Astro van, get me down the road as fast as you can. Astro van, get me down the road as fast as you can. I'm gonna find the end of this 1,000-mile stare. Engine oil, rainbows form after a storm. Underneath my Astro van, above the pavement, cold and damp. Over broken mountain sands, flesh and blood and arms and hands are leading me away from my despair. Astro van, get me down the road as fast as you can. Astro van, get me down the road as fast as you can. I'm gonna find the end of this 1,000-mile stare. Running from a love that isn't here. Spilling your cooling water everywhere. Underneath your body, so square. Astro van, get me down the road as fast as you can. Astro van, get me down the road as fast as you can. Astro van, get me down the road as fast as you can. Astro around the end of this 1,000-mile stare. Thanks. This is a song about insomnia called Morning Hours. I can't fall asleep at night. Head up buzzing, eyes shut tight. I've been like this all my life. So I go out and drink some beer and laugh with people I wouldn't let near. Under any circumstance, And I am not a drinker. I can't do shots of liquor. But I am lonely in the morning hours. Before the sun comes up, it's such a bitter cup. But I am lonely in the morning hours. When the day is at an end, desperation sets in. I go out and seek a crowd to put myself in. Melatonin doesn't work. I toss and turn in the dark. And before I know what's happening, I'm walking alone to anywhere that's open to drink the potion that lets my mind rest easy in my bed. And I am not a drinker. I can't do shots of liquor. But I am lonely in the morning hours. When the sun comes up, it's such a bitter cup. I am lonely in the morning hours. 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 Thank you. You know the song Moonshiner? It's in A minor. Okay. Let's go. Okay. This is literally how we rehearsed earlier. We played about 15 seconds of each song, and everyone was like, okay. But this is a cover of one of my favorite songs called Moonshiner. I've been a moonshiner for 17 long years. I spent all my money on whiskey and beer. I go to some hollow and say, am I still? And if whiskey don't kill me, then I don't know what will. I go to some bar room and drink with my friends, where the women can follow and see what I spend. God bless them pretty women I wish there was mine. Their breath is as sweet as the dew on the vine. Give me food when I'm hungry. Give me drink when I'm dry. Dollars when I'm hard up. Religion when I die. The whole world's a bottle and lies, but a dram when the bottle gets empty. It sure ain't worth a damn. Thank you. I've got one more. What?
Whose song is that?
I've just heard the covers. I think it's like a traditional song that I don't think they know who wrote it. That's one of my favorites, though. This is a song about living with children and them kind of ruining all your stuff. Saw you walking out the door like you don't belong here anymore. And I'm just sitting here choking on a bone, feeling like a boat that's floating all alone. Float, why don't you float? Float, why don't you float? I thought I found a wealth of information, was gonna save it up and read it on vacation. But the little people at my house, they trashed it, and then someone threw it away. Oh well, how can I tell what it would say if I wasn't garbage today? A dog gets loose every other day. The neighbors complain, I go to catch her. And even though I really, really like the city, I'm gonna take a farm in the Willamette Valley and let her run. Let her run. Look at her run. She's having so much fun. They scratched my copy of Nebraska Well, somebody was eating cheesy bread and cheesy pasta. Now Bruce sounds aggressive. I feel madder now. They're scratching Janis Joplin in the holding band. And I feel sad. What a life she had. Thank you for letting me sing some songs for you.
Yeah. Wow. Why they want to wreck Nebraska?
It's literally when I wrote the song. I found that record scratch.
What? Who did this? I got in a Lyft ride once. I don't drive anymore, and I used to live in Los Angeles, and I lifted everywhere. I lived in Los Angeles, didn't drive anywhere, and I got into so many interesting conversations with Lyft people, drivers. One guy, I was putting my guitar in the trunk, and the trunk was pretty full of some gear. I was like, man, what are you up to? And it turns out he was a bow hunter. And he's like, this is the skull of a skunk. He's like, I teach my kids to bow hunt, and then I show them how to field dress, and so that he doesn't eat skunk. He said he wouldn't recommend it, but he's eating squirrel. I was like, wow, this guy's like a very serious bow hunter, and he's out Lyft driving. But anyway, the only thing that made me think of it, Chris is like, what the fuck does this have to do with anything? One time I got in a Lyft when you have a guitar case, people peg you as, oh, that guy, he's into music. I can't hide it. I try to lay low, and I get in, and the guy's like, oh, songwriter? I said, yeah. He's like, you into Nebraska? I was like, well, I've heard it. And he goes, oh. And then he gets real quiet, and he puts it on, and he kind of gives me this look like, and I had a 25-minute ride, and I listened to most of Nebraska. It was pretty intense. I loved it. It was immersive. Let's play I Can Promise You That. It's having my guitar. I got here yesterday. My guitar is still not here. Just settling into the climate. That's probably be okay. Okay. Well, a promise is a deal that lovers make. It's sealed with spit and sweat and a secret handshake. You don't need a witness or a dotted line. This is my last pay phone call. I can promise you that. full of coins. Yeah, we both got that routine down pat. I'm gonna ring you up at home whenever I feel it. Let's spend some time just talking. Why should we have to steal it? This is my last paid phone call. I can promise you that. I won't sneak through your back door anymore. I can promise you that. 'Cause I got my pride, you know. I wanna step across the welcome mat. Yeah, I'm gonna walk tall when I come around. No more tiptoe up the stairs without a sound. I won't sneak through your back door anymore. I can promise you that. I won't keep my hands to myself. I can promise you that. Thank you. I'm gonna feel my way around, get to know what I've been looking at. Yeah, 'cause touch is the sense that we've been missing. And I won't stop there. No, I won't stop at kissing. When you take my love at last, I can promise you that. This is my last paid phone call. Promise you the last paid phone call. I can promise you the last paid phone call. I can promise you that. Thanks. This next song is called Queen on the Money. I wrote it with a really great songwriter from BC named Sam Weber. Anybody met Sam? Oh man, he's good. Yeah. It's gonna get there. Son of a gun, I'm on 1, 2. a son of a gun when I'm on the run, a tail without a kite. Just like a friend, a mom or an aunt, she always sets me right. When I'm overdrawn, she's my queen on the money. She always knows what's good. After a long day, when I'm in the clouds, she brings me down. The ruler of one, she's never outdone, and kinder than I deserve. She's more than a friend. Well, had I the nerve or any good sense, maybe I'd tell her then. I meant what I said. When I'm overdrawn, you're my queen on the money. You always know what's good. After a long day, when I'm in the cloud, you bring me down. When I'm overdrawn, you're my queen on the money. You always know what's good. After a long day, when I'm in the cloud, you bring me down. Right on the money. On the money. You're always right on the money. Slicker and then Blueberry. Yeah. Yeah, we were rehearsing earlier today out in Oregon City, and then all the power went out. Oh, wow. I live in New York City. I live up in Harlem now. I used to live on the Lower East Side. Any New York folks here? Yeah. And I lived on the Lower East Side, which when I was living there still kind of had echoes of the old Lower East Side. There were pickle stores and things like that. And in the time I was living there, things changed. And so it inspired me to write a song. My favorite club closed down, and the pickle store changed hands. And well, it's all in the song, so I don't want to say too much more, but hope that you like it. Maybe you live in a neighborhood that's changed too. Heard they closed down the slipper room. That's where I used to watch her dance. Just a two-bit club in the neighborhood. But it was ours. It was ours. When the lights went down, it was ours. Now the pickle store is selling cigars. The landlords won't leave anything to chance. I can't say that I blame them at all, but it was ours. It was ours. Yeah, there was a time when all this was ours. What can you do when the seasons change? There's just no point to paint the fading leaves. Let them fall. What can you do when the seasons change? There's just no point paint the fading leaves. I let them fall. Let them fall. Yesterday I went to try the new cafe just to see what all the fuss was for. I couldn't tell you if I wanted to, but she drew a flower. In my drink she drew a pretty little flower. What can you do when the seasons change? She drew a flower. In my drink she drew a pretty little flower. Thank you. How's everybody doing? You okay? Good. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're gonna play a little instrumental. It's nice to be back at Artichoke. I was here a few years ago, and then we were talking about doing something, and here we're doing something. So thanks for doing it with us. This is called Blueberry Blonde. I gave a little workshop here earlier today. And I shared a story about being on a songwriting retreat, which is something I used to do pretty regularly. My friend Chris would invite a dozen or so songwriters to some beautiful remote place. We did a couple in Wales. We did a couple in Umbria, in Italy. And when we got to Wales, what happened is Chris would just sort of gather a bunch of writers that he thought would be interesting, and then each morning throughout the week he'd kind of set us up on little dates. I think you two are going to write a song, and you two are going to write a song, and especially early in the week it was really, nobody really knew each other yet. By the midway through the week we started to get a sense for who was into what, and that was cool. But so he set me up to write a song with Linda Thompson, who I knew a little bit from records. And she showed up at our co-writing session with this lyric pretty much intact. She said, I've had this lyric sitting around, but I don't really know what to do with it musically. Could you write something kind of American? I forget how she put it, but that's basically what she said. So I did my best. I don't know why I'm having a hard time tuning, since I spend so much of my life in tuning. But I appreciate you coming on the journey with me. It's pretty good. One, two. Born with a broken heart, it wasn't much of a start. It gave me something to drink about. I'm just a bundle of doubt. Maybe that's why they all walk out. It gave me something to drink about. Sunset, blues rise. I still love her, God knows why. My old man had the girls galore. I stuck behind the counter at the company store. It gave me something to drink about. I had a true love, she let me down. I'm living lonely in this one-horse town. Hey, she give me something to drink about. She's not too pretty and not too tall, just as crooked as a Tammany Hall. Hey, she give me something to drink about. Hey, she give me something to drink about. Sun sets, blues rise. I still love her, God knows why. Yeah, I don't even try. My heart's been bounced from pillar to post. I loved a lot of women, but I loved her the most. Hey, she gave me something to drink about. Yeah, yeah. She gave me something to drink about. Hey, she gave me something to drink about. Okay, let's see. Play a few more numbers for you. I'm going to retune. That was in, if anyone is a guitar player and is interested, that was in open G tuning. And now I'm going to play something in double drop D. This is just community service. I'm just providing. Also known as D modal tuning. I used to play guitar with Nora Jones. That was my job for about 7 or 8 years. And we got to do one time this thing called the Bridge School Benefit Concert. Anybody know what that is? Right? Neil Young used to put it on. And I can't tune and tell. I can't tell the story and tune at the same time. It'd be so good if I could. There it is. And it's a weekend thing, and so you'd always start the night before the shows. There was a big barbecue at Neil's place. And so there I was at Neil Young's house, eating barbecue, as you do. Emmylou Harris was there, and gosh, Graham Nash was there. Los Lobos were supposed to be there, but they took a different flight. But after dinner, I'm standing in the backyard at this bonfire, just watching this big bonfire burn. And it's the kind of thing that you'd expect people to have their guitars out and be jamming and stuff, but nobody was jamming. It was just this real quiet bonfire. And I'm looking at the fire, and I turn, and I noticed Neil's just like right here. And I hadn't really talked to him yet. So I thought maybe I could ask him about tunings. So I did, and he taught me this tuning, this D modal tuning. I was asking him about a song called Bandit, which is on the Greendale record. You guys know that record? I feel like I'm already. Did I already tell this story? Anyway, he went on, and he wrote a lot of songs in this tune. That's in that tuning. And anyway, you guys probably already know this. It was news to me. I was new at tuning. I really grew up in jazz where you get this stuff in tune and you just leave it. No capos, no alternate tunings. Everything is just, because that's, Anyway, so it was really eye-opening for me, but he just laughed because that was his whole language was this. A lot of it is in this one particular tuning. So why am I telling this story? Oh, so I wrote some songs in this tuning. That's why. But it's cool. I got to learn it at a bonfire at Neil's house from Neil. I'm gonna play Flawless. That's all. That was a whole long setup for Flawless. This is probably the most talking Chris has ever heard me do. It's like, who are you?
Becomes an extrovert on stage. It's crazy.
It's crazy. I know. I'm really.
That's actually a lot longer than we actually practiced the song for.
I know.
That was a solicited bass solo.
Yeah. I know after telling the Neil Young story, and everybody's like, yeah, I know, it's D modal tuning. Duh, I know, everybody knows that. After reading the room on that one, I know like there's at least 15 of you that has like a snark in your pocket right now. It's like, dude, take the snark. It's okay, take the snark. But I'm not gonna do it. That's pretty good. Okay, this is a song by Los Lobos. It's called If You Were Only Here Tonight. It's 12:02 a.m. Another day is gone again. Will the sun be my friend? Will this night just never end? There's nowhere I can run when it's 15 after 1. But I wouldn't have did what I had done if you were only here tonight. What am I to do when the clock says 2:30? Do I stare out in the dark or try to look for you? 20 after 3. Well, there's no one but just me. I wouldn't have did what I had done if you were only here tonight. Wouldn't have put up such a fight if you were only here tonight. The moon has gone away, lost up in the gray. The birds all in the trees, with nothing left to say. Standing by the door, can't believe it's almost 4. I wouldn't have did what I had done if I'd have known you were here tonight. It wouldn't have been such a fight if you were only here tonight. Wouldn't have did what I had done if I'd have known you were here tonight. Let's see. Thinking. All right. Let's play. So it's okay if I play one by myself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want us up here or should we?
Yeah, as you like. You want
It's coming.
as you like. Whatever is comfortable. Okay. This is a. Let's see. I put a spell on you. From which you won't recover. If you even think about taking on another lover, a fighter I was born. And no one fights to lose. I'll use weapons of the spirit to put a spell on you. A Spanish moss and angel wings, and a lock of your hair. I light a crimson candle and say a midnight prayer. I put a spell on you. And watch it fade from black to blue. At least I had what I wanted. For a moment or two. Spanish moss and angel wings, and a lock of your hair. I light a crimson candle and said midnight prayer. I put a spell on you. And watched it fade from black to blue. At least I had what I wanted. For a moment or two, I put a spell on you. Thanks. I'll do one more. If you hear it, jump in. This one's pretty straight. If you jump in, and it'd be great if you play just a train beat. Never gonna learn my lesson now. Never gonna turn this life around. I know. Never gonna work for steady pay. Never gonna work and live long day. I know. There's a light that shines for me. Never gonna call this house a home. Never gonna need a telephone. I know. Never going back to my hometown. Never gonna put my anchor down. I know. There's a light that shines for me. Again to the fire. There's a light that shines for me. When I lose myself at the point of no return, I find a way to laugh at the bridges I have burned. Never gonna buy a diamond ring. Never gonna promise anything. I know. Never gonna tell me I belong. Everything I have is in this song. I know. There's a light that shines for me. There's a light that shines for me. There's a light that shines for me. Wow. Thanks so much. That's on a record that I recorded actually here in Portland. Oh, a bunch of years ago with Mark Orton. Anybody know Mark? Yes? No? He was 1/3 of Tin Hat Trio. Great guitar player, great composer. We recorded that at his house. I'm going to play 2 more songs for you. I want to thank all of the good people at Artichoke Music and Cafe Artichoke for having us. Had a really great time this afternoon giving a workshop here. I've been here all day pretty much. And then here we are in the evening sharing music with you. I really appreciate all of you coming out and listening and being so supportive. One more time, I want to introduce the band on the Phelps. On the Phelps. Dan drums on the Phelps. It's really special to get to play music with Dan. Right before everything went pear-shaped, we had plans to do a beautiful workshop and concert, and so I'm glad that we're together now. Yeah, it's beautiful. One of my favorite people. And Chris Benson, we haven't really got to play music together before this weekend, but we've talked about music a lot. He makes musical things, and including my amplifier here. Yeah, and lots of other good things. And he's a tremendous musician as well, and just loves music and loves sound. And I'm really just glad I got to get to spend the day with him. This is Chris Benson. I used to have an amplifier that just nobody could fix. It was a ghost. There was a ghost in it, and no kidding, I shipped the amplifier to him through some shipping service, but then really wanted to baby it on the way home. So my wife and I came up to Portland and then booked a sleeper car home all the way back to Los Angeles. It was great, right? Yes. So it was. We were living in Los Angeles at the time. So yeah, we rode the train from Portland, the 3 of us, my wife and I, and my old Fender Deluxe 62, all bunked up. It was really fun, and I don't know if my wife will ever do that again, but I thought it was really fun. But yeah, only for Chris would I even think to ride in a train car like that with an amplifier. A couple more songs. Oh, my name's Adam Levy. I guess I should say that. And I play guitar. All right. I'm gonna do a little quiet one, and then we'll have a sing along. How's that sound? All right. So this is our house. Yeah. Intro to This is our house, 3 little rooms. Ain't too bad when the flowers are in bloom. Don't get much sun, don't get much shade. This is our house, we got it made. This is our child, the apple from our tree. She looks like you, she talks like me. Someday she'll lead the band in a honky-tonk parade. This is our family, we've got it made. As we fumble through the dark, our love will be the spark. Trouble may rise, but it's bound to fall away. This is our song, now it's played. I've told the story true, I haven't strayed. There are no riches for which I trade. This is our house, we've got it made. This is our house, we've got it made. This is our house, we've got it made. Thanks so much. This is a sing-along, so I'm going to teach it to you. It's real easy. It's like an echo. It's in this key. Is that a good key for everybody? D, good? I say, I've got my joy. And you sing right back, I've got my joy. There's one more. I've got my joy. I've got my joy. Oh, yeah, you got the scoop and everything. Incredible. Some of you were here at my workshop earlier, and I told the story of this song, which is that I wrote it during the worst year of my life. I wrote it at a time when I didn't have a lot of joy, but I was on one of these songwriting retreats that I mentioned, and my friend Chris Difford. I was on this writing retreat in Umbria. We're up in the hills. It's July in Umbria. That's in Italy. And it was like the peak of fig season and the peak of tomato season. And they were cooking beautiful food for us. And all we had to do is wake up in the morning and drink espresso and write songs, and everything else just sort of happened. And still everybody at the writing retreat was writing like, and then she left me, then she went away. It was awful, it was so awful. It was a lot of 4 minor chords, because that's what songwriters like to do when they're sad. They put the 4 minor in there. And Chris Difford, who had brought us, invited us to Umbria to write songs. By the 3rd morning, he was done with all the sadness. And I didn't even know there was a chalkboard in the breakfast room, but there was. And he got up, and there was just one little nub of chalk. He got up and he just wrote the word joy. He put the nub down and finished his espresso and walked out. I was like, oh, right. You can write songs about joy. Right. Okay. And he had set me up that morning to write a song with a young fella named Charlie Snelling. And we got the memo. So we wrote this song. And I'll teach you your part one more time, because you probably forgot it now. I got my joy. I got my joy. Great. Keep this in your back pocket. There may be a time when you need some joy and you don't feel that you have access to it. I swear, if you sing this out loud, it really will lift your spirit. And it did to me that day, and it continues to. So take it with you. Secret weapon. She came to me in my darkest hour. That's when I knew she had the power to lift me up and still my heart. Now I never want to be apart. Listen, people, and I'll tell you all about her. Here we go. I got my joy. I got my joy. I wake up every morning satisfied, boy. I got my joy. I got my joy. Gonna make some noise, gonna raise my voice like a baby with a brand new toy. I don't cry, I don't worry, got my joy. Late at night, when the city sleeps, I'm thankful for the gentle soul laying next to me. I'm not afraid, I'm not ashamed, and I just want to sing her name. Listen, people, and I'll tell you all about her. Come on. I got my joy. I got my joy. I wake up every morning satisfied, boy. I got my joy. Got my joy, I got my joy. Gonna make some noise, gonna raise my voice like a baby with a brand new toy. I don't cry, I don't worry, got my joy. I waited for too long to find her, and I don't want to spoil a chance. She can smile, she can laugh, she can love, and she sure can dance. Let her know I appreciate her, everything I say and do. She's just too good to be, but I know she's true. I got my joy, yeah, I got my joy. I wake up every morning satisfied, boy. I got my joy. I got my joy. Gonna make some noise, gonna raise my voice. Woo! Like a baby with a brand new toy. I don't cry, I don't worry. I don't cry and I don't worry. I don't cry, I don't worry. Got my joy. Thank you, Artichoke. Thank you, Portland. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Dan. Thanks for everyone for being here. Really appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Song time. All right, there we go. Oh my gosh. So fun. We're doing it now too. There we go. Where do we play tomorrow night?